I need a reason why my family got blown to smithereens. I don't understand why Janelle's not reaching out to him either. I don't understand why people aren't trying. I don't know if there's something I'm missing. That's why I'm asking Meri this. I wish I could ask Christine and Kody.
The endless mystery of Robyn, right? It's like watching a masterclass in confusion, except it's not confusion at all. It's part delusion, part denial, and a healthy dose of subconscious manipulation. But hey, who's counting? So here's Robyn's dilemma. Why won't 5 adults and 12 out of 18 children just do exactly what I want to keep me happy at their own expense? It's so perplexing. Oh, Robyn, the struggle is real. It's so hard for you to understand why people don't jump at the chance to sacrifice everything for you, right? It's truly a puzzle. Cue eye roll. Now, let's talk about what's really going on. She's lying. Let's not sugarcoat it. From the very start, Robyn played the "I'm the one Kody was meant to be with" card, while everyone else had already gone through their honeymoon phases years ago. By the time she arrived, Kody was convinced he'd finally met his true love. Oh, the illusion. And Robyn? She made sure to feed that delusion by constantly showering him with compliments, like nonstop, which honestly, I'm just noticing now because I'm rewatching the whole series. And the orchestration? Pure genius. Watch her in those talking heads, playing the confused, innocent little lamb. Meanwhile, she's strategically hiding her relationship with Kody, knowing full well that if she lets the public in, she'll get absolutely roasted. And she's not wrong. Kody talks about it all the time. So yeah, her plain dumb is basically her shield to keep from facing the public's wrath. But let's be real, we're not fooled. When someone constantly lies like that, they're just begging to be disliked. And it works. Let's give credit where it's due, though. Robyn was smart in the beginning, setting boundaries, declaring her expectations, and making sure Kody knew what would happen if he didn't play ball. And guess what? Kody, ever the obedient puppy, was all too happy to comply. Why? Because she fed his ego in a way that made him think he found true love. Oh, and let's not forget, Kody was happy to sacrifice the other wives for this shiny new version of his perfect relationship. Robyn, she knows Kody had to make those sacrifices. But does she care? Nope. As long as her and her kids' needs are met, she's golden. She's not here for anyone else's sacrifices. And Kody? The hypocrite-in-chief, he's fine with it, because why wouldn't he be? And then we get to the real gem of the situation. I don't understand why people aren't trying. Oh really, Robyn? You don't understand? Maybe it's because you've made a sport out of uninviting people from the holidays, refusing to participate in family activities, and telling everyone you're not speaking to them. But sure, tell us more about how others aren't trying hard enough. Classic. We've got so much to dive into today, so let's not waste any time. Let's jump straight into it. Hey everyone, what's up? It's Elena here, and welcome back to my channel Reality Nexus X. Robyn's mansion is huge, but it might as well be a mausoleum. Seriously, it's like a luxury storage unit for misery. They've got the money, the house, the fancy art collections, and the figurines, because who doesn't need a porcelain giraffe? Yet somehow, happiness isn't part of the deal. Kody's furious. Robyn's practically a walking mood ring of depression. Dayton is MIA, probably for his own sanity. And the 2 older girls? Either anxious or depressed, take your pick. I'll leave the younger ones alone since, they're still minors. And then there's Janelle and Christine, crammed into a smaller house, yet somehow having a blast. They're laughing, dressing up, throwing parties, and just living it up, like it's a freaking sitcom. Meanwhile, Kody and Robyn have all this space and stuff, but it's just empty. So here's my burning question. Why aren't they filming more at Robyn's house? You've got Meri redecorating, Christine throwing parties, and Janelle doing a gardening show. But what about Robyn? She's nowhere to be found, even in the day-to-day stuff. It's like they're hiding something. And honestly, I'm convinced they are. What that something is, I have no idea, but it's definitely shady. The whole "hey, it's freezing outside, let's sit in the cold and chat" routine, that's just bizarre. And let's talk about Kody and Robyn for a second. Have we ever, even once, seen them genuinely laugh or joke together? Because with Kody and Christine, the chemistry was there. They'd joke about her old wedding gown and laugh, like a normal couple. But with Kody and Robyn, crickets. No real banter, no lighthearted moments. Where there's no laughter, there's no joy. It's as simple as that. I used to think the lack of filming in Robyn's house was because she and Kody were unvaccinated, and they didn't want the crew coming into their enclosed space. But then I see Kody filming inside at Janelle's and Robyn at Meri's, and I'm like, okay, what's the excuse now? The only footage we get of Robyn in her own house is the stuff she films herself. It's like she's doing the bare minimum for the show, while the OGs are carrying the load. Honestly, they should get paid based on how much screen time they put in. Meri's B&B. Yeah, I'm totally riveted. I can barely keep my eyes open every time she's on TV now. Like, is this really what we're doing? Watching her almost cry over some trees? That's the content we're all here for, right? Honestly, I don't care about the B&B. I just want to see Meri finally dump Kody. But hey, at least she's contributing to the show, unlike some other freeloading characters we could mention. I mean, I kinda liked it. It had a throwback feel to the old, more wholesome storylines. It was nice seeing Meri surrounded by people who actually seemed to like and support her for once. And I'm a sucker for renovation shows, so I'm curious to see how her project turns out, especially with the vibe she's going for. But honestly, I'm pretty sure the whole tree thing is just setting up her big "I'm done with Kody" moment next episode. It ended with her saying, "I thought it would destroy me for them to be gone, but they're gone and I'm fine." And I'm like, okay, that's actual character development right there. The show has always been pretty dull, but that's what makes it so fascinating. We've basically just watched a narcissist create chaos in an attempt to be interesting. I'm not a huge Meri fan, but it's honestly refreshing to see her laughing and joking with her friends. There's something light about it. Flagstaff has been all doom and gloom, so this is a welcome change. I love that she's starting to separate herself from Kody, and it's nice to see her embrace that independence. Do I care that much? Not really. It's more interesting than watching Mykelty and Christine paint a kitchen table or Janelle turning off the cameras on her date. Would I tune into a Meri B&B spinoff? No, but honestly, I wouldn't watch Christine trying to cook some bizarre meal with her monogamous husband, or Janelle holding her pink snake water bottle while looking for another family to con. The entire show has just become redundant. There's no real show anymore. Just two single women and two married monogamous couples all trying to scam us out of our time and money. I'm done with all of it. Gwen's whole approach to this thing is a masterclass in how to take people's money without actually providing anything of value. She'll happily take your cash, then maybe decide later whether she can be bothered to post a video or text. Of course, she'll blame it on life or uni commitments. But let's be real, she never seems to remember that people actually paid her for this service. The commitment to provide what's promised, not in her vocabulary. I signed up for a month, and here's what I got: 2 utterly mind-numbing videos. One was about trivial nonsense from her life, and the other, a random memory that no one asked for. Riveting stuff, really. And then there's the total chaos of her allegiances that shift on a whim. 1 minute, she's talking about how her dad used to hit her and leave marks, charming, and then a month later, it's Kody was the best dad ever, he never hurt us. It's all over the place and makes absolutely no sense. Honestly, this girl needs a solid chunk of time in therapy before she accidentally builds an army of people who'll hate her for this grifting operation she's running. Yes, she's young, but that doesn't mean people shouldn't get what they paid for, or at the very least, a refund when they don't. The best thing you can do at this point, just unsubscribe. She's already proven time and time again that consistency isn't in her wheelhouse. Don't waste another cent. Seriously, you're paying her to sit there and tell you exactly what you want to hear, but nothing she's offering is groundbreaking or even remotely interesting. It's the same recycled stuff you could easily find on any random YouTube channel for free. I mean, at least Mykelty and Tony, who, let's be honest, have their own quirks, actually put out more consistent content and give people more than Gwen does. And let's be real here, this whole Patreon thing is starting to feel like a giant grift. People just keep collecting money, and then out comes the parade of "I'm sick. I've got family issues. I've got work problems. I lost power. Life is so hard. Blah, blah, blah." I canceled all those subscriptions and never looked back. It's not just the Sister Wives crew doing this either. There are plenty of other people who clearly have no clue how to professionally manage their platform. Looking at you, podcasters who think just talking is worth paying for. In short, save yourself the headache and just unsubscribe. You're basically giving her money to do the least and act like it's all part of the journey. Classic grifting at its finest. Let's take a minute to talk about Mykelty. Because really, who hasn't weighed in on her being a mini narcissist, a Kody clone, or manipulating her mom? But I'm here to offer another take, one that actually makes sense if you just look at Mykelty's relationship with Robyn and Kody. So grab some popcorn. I mean, sure, my experience is vastly different, but let's strip away all the extra drama and focus on Mykelty. Honestly, I get it. My situation wasn't much different. I, too, was replaced by a narcissistic father and a new wife who came with a shiny new family. I know exactly what it feels like to watch your place in the family get diminished, and in my early 20s, I acted a lot like Mykelty. I named my first son after my father, because of course I did, and I was over-the-top affectionate to his new wife. Why? Because I knew that if I wanted any chance of being involved in that family, the emotional work was going to fall squarely on my shoulders. And trust me, it wasn't enough. No matter how much I tried, it was never good enough. Now I have a better grip on reality, but there's still a part of me that gets why Mykelty does what she does. She knows Robyn is the key to Kody. She gets it. Robyn is all about status, which is exactly why Mykelty had to tell Robyn first, because in this family, status matters. She's playing that game, and it's not subtle. But here's the thing. Mykelty's got safety with Christine. She knows that Christine's love is unconditional, so she doesn't care how it looks to her mom. She's fine with being the only one in the spotlight, basking in the attention Kody is finally giving her, attention she likely never had before in such a big family. The cameras roll, the attention's all on her, and for a brief moment, she feels like she's important. But spoiler alert, once the cameras stop, she'll be just another forgotten kid, discarded like everyone else. And that's going to hurt a lot more than she realizes. Now, I'm not saying her actions are right, but I totally understand where she's coming from. It's survival. She's been starved for attention, and this is her way of grabbing it. What people often overlook, though, is how badly Mykelty was treated by both of her parents growing up. Everyone's quick to call her an attention seeker, but did anyone stop to think maybe she wasn't getting enough attention to begin with? Let's really look at it. Mykelty was a middle child in a giant family. She was never going to get the one-on-one focus that so many kids need. Just because other kids like Logan and Aspen coped better doesn't mean Mykelty was some sort of villain. Let's pause and really picture her childhood. If Aspen, at 10, was the one putting kids to bed, guess what that means for 8-year-old Mykelty? No parent tucking her in. No goodnight hugs. Maybe, just maybe, she was just left to fend for herself. And when her mom was around, half a dozen or more other kids were probably getting more attention than she was. Then came Robyn, and I'd bet this was the first time in ages that Mykelty actually felt valued. Robyn and Kody are pros at love bombing. They know how to make people feel special when it suits them. And if Robyn, in her early relationship with Kody, made Mykelty feel like a priority, well, no wonder Mykelty would latch onto that. In her own home, she was just one kid among a million, probably always being scolded or ignored. But with Robyn, she was needed, even if it was for babysitting duties. So yeah, Mykelty's whole relationship with Robyn and Kody isn't exactly healthy, but I get where it's coming from. She just wants to be seen. She wants to matter. And right now, in this family, that's the only way she knows how to get it. You've got to be kidding me, Robyn. Seriously. Every time I think you've hit rock bottom, you somehow manage to dig even deeper. So while Christine, being the classy and considerate person she is, lets everyone find out about the twins on her own time, Robyn just has to let the world know she was the first to hear the news, then throws in that smug little smirk. Oh, sweetie, take your little victory lap and kindly go F yourself. You're a walking dumpster fire of a person. How in the world can anyone be so petty and cruel? And on television, no less, where everyone can watch you go to new lows. Your family, your friends, your kids, yeah, they're all gonna see this one day. Congrats on that, genius. Honestly, if I were one of the original three, I'd be running for the hills at this point. These two have zero self-awareness, and that's not changing anytime soon. Let's talk about Mykelty for a second. She's the one stirring the pot here, clearly playing Robyn and Christine off each other. Classic move. I bet TLC's got a sweet deal going where they pay people to create drama at this point. Christine's just over here unbothered, living her best life, while Robyn's playing the victim, as usual. And what's worse this time? Mykelty, Robyn's obvious thrill at being the first to know, or Robyn throwing a tantrum because she wasn't invited to the birthday party. And she's offended that she wasn't invited to Christine's birthday party. Oh honey, let's see who shows up to your next birthday, or if there's even a party at all. I kid you not, I threw a piece of sushi at the TV when Robyn said that. What a piece of work. There was literally no reason to share that other than to say, I knew first, like it's some sort of achievement. And the best part, she wasn't even happy about it, just sitting there with her classic martyr face. Christine, on the other hand, handled it perfectly. Who cares who knew first? It's great news, and nothing changes that. Oh, and PSA. Don't throw sushi in anger, kids. It dawned on me that Robyn has this little trick she uses, her kids. Whenever there's something she doesn't want to do, she conveniently blames her kids as the reason. Instead of just saying, I don't feel like it, she gets all dramatic about how her kids can't handle whatever it is. Take the whole idea of moving back to Utah, for example. She says she can't do it because of the kids. In reality, she's just too invested in Flagstaff and isn't interested in settling anywhere else. It's like when Kody has to be separated from her for 2 weeks, like he is with the other wives. She'll claim Meri and Soul can't be away from her for that long, but really, it's more like, I don't want you at someone else's house for that long. There's a pattern here. Whenever Robyn says it's about the kids, there's usually something else going on underneath. Take the coronavirus rules, for instance. She loves to point the finger at Kody. He set the rules. I had no choice. Cut to Kody casually chatting with the kids at CP, while Robyn's chasing after the tenders, shouting at them to stay away from Truly. Don't touch her. You're too close. The whole thing is a mess. Then she's there questioning why they need to rent a house for Christmas, while Meri is offering to host Christmas Eve and asks if she should invite Janelle's boys. Robyn's response, I don't think it's safe for all of us to get together. Sure, Robyn, sure, it's all for the kids, right? It's honestly exhausting listening to Robyn babble about everything she can't do because of her kids. But then when you really listen closely, it's clear she's just making excuses. She's like a broken record. I would totally go out, but the baby's cold, or Kody won't stay away from me, so there's just nothing I can do. Like, come on, we see through it. And then there's the whole dynamic with Kody. It's kind of funny how much control Robyn has over him. They talked about how Easter wasn't really a thing in the family until Robyn showed up and declared that they were going to celebrate it, whether anyone else liked it or not. All for her kids, of course. Christine and Janelle both noticed how Robyn put her foot down more than they ever did, and yet Kody still caves to her more than any of the other wives. The family, both wives and kids, have all commented on Kody's constant desire to move. The other wives have said all the previous moves were Kody's ideas. Before they even moved to Flagstaff, Robyn made it crystal clear this was going to be the last move she would do for the sake of her kids. But now, it seems like Kody wants to move, but Robyn won't let him, and without the other wives to back him up, he can't pull the majority rules card anymore. And let's not forget how Robyn used the idea of having another baby as a way to emotionally manipulate Kody. She conveniently reminded him how much work she would have to do for MSVP, a business she came up with, by the way. Classic move. Oh, and don't even get me started on her kids being sick whenever there's a family event. It's like clockwork. Whenever the spotlight is on someone else, her kids suddenly have the worst timing and need all the attention. It's almost like they're allergic to family events where they're not the center of it all. Robyn's got her excuses down to an art form, and Kody? He's her biggest fan. Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next video. Take care and much love to you all.